Hey guys, Alley Entertainment.
Hi,
Who are you?
I am the definition of awesome.
He,
I am Blaze.
he's really loud, you guys. I am so sorry.
I can talk lower.
Yeah, I
Watch.
don't know. He was like really loud, so I had to plug my ears. Okay, um, guess what we're gonna talk about today?
Morons!
No, not morons. Guess. Can you guys guess? He's not showing anything of it.
Um, Batman?
Yeah, we're gonna talk about Batman just because I know that he is a huge fan.
Yeah!
So, why do you like Batman?
Well, there's a lot of reasons why. One, he's got no superpowers. Two, he's got lots of gadgets. Three, he's got awesome villains. Four, he's got he's he's got $1 billion. And five, probably the reason that I like him the most is because I'm without getting into too much details, some of the things in his life have, I can relate to. And I'm not going to go into details because I don't feel
He's a millionaire, a billionaire.
No.
That's what him and Batman
No.
have in common. Girls, give him a call. No, I'm just
No.
kidding. um, okay. So I don't know if you guys know, but um, me and Blaze have this thing. If he likes something, I really, really have to detest it, and if I like something, he really has to detest it. Like Power Rangers. So he started picking on Power Rangers.
Oh shit.
So I decided to start picking on Batman. So don't get me wrong, when I was growing up, I loved watching Batman. Um, I found it really enjoyable. However, you guys, I am stop it. I am finding Batman completely overrated.
No, he is underrated.
No, he's not.
Oh, come on. What superhero has $1 billion, has no powers, and can pretty much go toe to toe with Superman? And don't say Iron Man because he's got a suit of armor.
No, I just find that he's overrated. I don't necessarily hate him, but all I ever hear about is Batman. Like they're selling Batman everything. Like every 10 years they do a complete new trilogy of Batman. There's
Hold on. There's a thing with that. The old they had that 1980 that trilogy that started in 1989. Batman was good. Batman Returns was good. Batman Forever was okay, and Batman and Robin just plain old sucked. And I will go down and say this: Batman and Robin is not a Batman movie. It's too horrible to the point where it should not even be associated with Batman. Therefore, it needed a reboot. And the reason that they're rebooting Batman right now is because Christopher Nolan is kind of has a stick up his arse about this. And as much as I love the Nolan trilogy, I love that trilogy with
the
a
Dark
passion.
Knight trilogy.
It's it sucks because he doesn't want any supernatural superheroes existing in this universe. So that's why they are rebooting Batman again, because they don't want because it's simple. They just don't want he doesn't want other superheroes in it. So in this new DC universe with Man of Steel and now Batman v Superman, they've basically decided that they've rebooted it because Nolan doesn't want anything to do with it.
I still think it's completely overrated because it's Batman everything. I think you guys need to come up with a new superhero. And one thing that I'm not a huge fan of Batman is I don't know how one guy can do it on his own. I know in Batman and Robin he had Robin and he had Batgirl, which I like when they do team stuff because I'm a huge Avengers fan and Power Rangers fan. I don't know how one guy can do it. So like
He
what?
he doesn't all the time. He's got his Bat family. He's got He's got Robin. He's got the Red Robin. He's got Nightwing. He's got Batgirl. He's got Batwoman. He's got Catwoman. and then on occasion he teams up with his villains,
But
except for the Joker.
do you remember the Catwoman with Michelle Pfeiffer?
Yeah, she wasn't as good as Anne Hathaway.
No, I just remember because she wasn't. Is Catwoman? I don't even know if Catwoman is a villain or a good guy.
She's in the middle.
Okay.
She's in the middle. She basically is both kind of. She's pretty much both.
So I like if he had a team together because what happens if he gets stuck and he is screwed and he's by himself? He's not gonna be able to get himself out.
Oh, come on. He's always got Albert on his side helping
But
him.
Albert's like 80 years old.
So are you.
I'm not 80 years old.
And no, he's in his 60s.
Is he?
And you're 80.
No, I'm not.
Well, come
I'm
on.
only 30.
Well, that's one. That's yeah. We'll just go with something different now.
So, who is your favorite person that played Batman?
That's a toss-up. You see, well, George Clooney playing sucked. Adam West was good for the time that it was, which
The 1950s?
1960s when it was when they made it cheesy.
I know, it was so cheesy. Kapow!
And Val Kilmer, he was okay. It's a toss-up between Michael Keaton and Christian Bale. I find that Christian Bale was a great Bruce Wayne, but mediocre Batman. I found Michael Keaton was a mediocre Bruce Wayne and awesome Batman. So if Ben Affleck can blow it out of the water with both, then he'll automatically take number one for me because I've yet to see a Batman that can pull off both perfectly because they have to have the brutality and anger and all of that of Batman, and then have the suave, playboy features of Bruce Wayne.
I loved Michael Keaton too, but he's gonna hate me for this because I love George Clooney.
No! 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 No!
George Clooney
No!
is so sexy. And wasn't he the one that had the bat nipples? Some nice good bat nipples. George Clooney's little bat nipples.
Why? Why would you have George Clooney? He was the worst Batman. And he had bat nipples for crying out loud. He just waltzes into Mr. Freeze and crashes through a roof and is like, "Hi, Freeze, I'm Batman!" And just ridiculousness. And, oh my god, and then the Bat credit card. What the hell? Like,
It wasn't him, it was for the directors and all that did all that.
okay, I'll give George Clooney credit because he did apologize and offered to pay back fans because of how bad the movie was.
Did he really?
Yep, he did.
I liked it.
You
guys,
no,
I liked it because they had a group together, Batgirl and Batwoman and whatever. Anyway.
Batgirl and Robin and Batman.
And I have to tell you, all three of them were sexy, but my all-time favorite movie is when they had Penguin and Catwoman. That was my favorite.
Batman Returns.
Yeah.
I'll give you credit for that one, but Batman and Robin, oh my god, that was horrible. The only redeeming factor was Uma Thurman. I mean, come on, we have Mr. Freeze. Alright, everybody, chill. Freeze in hell, Batman. And then we have Robin. Where, I want to be on my own. Where, I want to take over the Batman mantle. Where. And then we have Alicia Silverstone, who
is gorgeous.
Well, she is freaking hot. I will give her that, but she sucked as Batgirl. There was nothing about the Batgirl character in the movie. I mean, in the movie, Batgirl is supposed to be the daughter of Commissioner Gordon.
Is she?
Yep. And then she just decides to take out the mantle of Batgirl because she was inspired and decides to be, become Batgirl out of it. And she has red hair. And in the movie, she's Alfred's niece,
That's right, she is.
and she was all bubbly and happy and okay. Actually, wait a minute. That kind of is a little bit Batgirl there, but still, she was Alfred's niece. That kind of eliminates the whole thing of Batgirl. And then there was Bane. Oh my God, they really fucked up on him. Um, Bane. He's in the comics. He's supposed to be super strong on Venom, and he's supposed to be very smart and have intellect that actually rivals Batman's. They made him an idiotic brute in the movie. The only thing that was actually redeeming about that movie was Uma Thurman. She did okay as Poison Ivy.
Okay.
No, don't disagree with me. No.
I lost my train of thought. Did you guys see our little mascot, Charlie? My little dog? Little
He
mascot?
even agrees with me that Batman and Robin's not a real Batman movie.
Yeah, I don't
It's
even
not a
think
bad Batman movie. If you want to see it, just go into the movie and realize that it's actually not a Batman movie.
I'm Batman. Okay, we're gonna be here for a few more minutes. I got 2 more questions to ask Blaze. First off, Blaze, did you see the new Batmobile?
Yep.
Did you like it?
Yep.
What'd you like about it?
That it looks cool, and it looks like a combination of the original Batmobile that was in the 1989 in Tim Burton, and the Tumbler.
When I went to Warner Brothers Studios on a tour, we went into their car museum, and I got to see all the old Batmobiles. Not like the old ones from the 60s, but all the ones from 80s and up. It was pretty cool, and even a Batmobile bike. Another thing is, Blaze, if you can pick any celebrity to play Batman, who would it be?
You mean, like, do they have to be alive or dead or?
If you have somebody that's dead, pick one dead and alive.
Honestly, I would have loved it if Carl Urban from Dredd could have played Batman.
Yeah, he was also in Star Trek.
I would have loved it if he played Batman, or even Stephen Amell, because, I mean, he plays Green Arrow in the Arrow TV show, and he's not really that far off from He's pretty much, when they created him, he was pretty much almost made to be a Batman ripoff. He was basically made to be a combination of. Yeah, they pretty much made him originally to be a Batman ripoff, because minus the fact that he has arrows, and gadgets in his arrows, whereas Batman has gadgets that are in his belt.
So as you guys can tell, I don't hate Batman, but
Bullshit.
just because he hates Power Rangers, I have to hate something, so I keep bugging him that I hate Batman. I don't hate
Power Rangers sucks.
I don't hate it as much as people might think I hate it. I do find that it's overrated. There's just too much of it going around. I liked kind of how refreshing it was when Iron Man and Thor and all those kind of came out and did that. But I'm guaranteed 20 years down the road, I'm going to think that freaking the Avengers are overrated.
I'm thinking already the Avengers are overrated. I mean, like, okay, first off, let's get one thing straight. Before I say anything, I am not a DC fanboy, because, yeah, I love DC. I like it better than Marvel. But the true definition of a fanboy is someone who is like that no matter what the competition does, the current product's always going to do better in their eyes. And I don't always think that. I will go down and say that I like a lot of what Marvel does better than DC with its movies.
Maybe we should have a DC and Marvel debate next time.
And here's and so I'm gonna get that off of the plate right away. But here is the thing. Why I'm finding it overrated, right? I mean, okay, first thing I'm going to say is this: when DC does something, when DC does something that is criticized, right? Everyone that's a Marvel fan seems to forget the fact that Marvel did the same thing, and no one criticized them. I'll show a big example: the first Avengers movie. There was a lot of destruction in New York when they were fighting the aliens. Like, the city was pretty much had a lot of damage done to it, and so on and so on. And Man of Steel, there was a lot of destruction in Metropolis, and it got criticized for that. And it's like, wait a minute, Marvel did the same thing, but no one's criticizing Marvel.
Why does it matter if they did damage or not?
Because they criticize it because Superman's the kind of guy that will lead the fight elsewhere if he can. But here's the thing: when this fight in Metropolis took place, this is what people are failing to realize. When the fight in Metropolis took place, Superman was only Superman for like an hour, and that was another thing. It's like, I mean, oh yeah, and the next thing I met that that I don't like about that I find overrated is it's like Marvel is now like, I mean, it was so cool just to see all these movies build up to the Avengers, and then it's like the Avengers come and it's great, and then it's just like now it's like Marvel can do no wrong, and it's like, really, guys, like, why do you keep thinking that Marvel can't do no wrong? It's like eventually they're gonna have some flops, like, because people are
Like
gonna
a
get
female Thor.
people are gonna get tired of it. I mean, like I mean, people don't have. They are gonna eventually get tired of it, and I kind of find, really, if you think about it, my buddy actually said this the other day, and he said this the other day with me, and he thinks it's a little bit overkill with all the superhero movies that are coming out in the next couple of years. Because DC is now, starting next year, releasing 2 superhero movies a year. Marvel is
because they can make money off of it.
Marvel is releasing 2 or 3 movies a year. Plus, the X-Men are now releasing 1 movie per year. This year it's and every every Fox movie that owns a superhero franchise or has the rights to it are gonna do 1 or 2 per year. Like, this year, Marvel's got Ant-Man and the Avengers that have came out, and next year Marvel's gonna have Captain America: Civil War
Excuse me.
and Thor: Ragnarok, and DC has nothing this year, but they're gonna have the Batman v Superman and Suicide Squad, which has 4 superhero movies all next year, right? And then this year Fox has this Fantastic Four, the Fantastic Four reboot, and then they've got X-Men Apocalypse next year. Oh, and they have Deadpool. So now you've got a total of 6 movies, 6 superhero movies coming out next year. 6 of them, like X-Men.
Because they sell. People go see them in the box office.
I agree, but I mean, I'm just trying to make my buddy's point that he thinks it could be overkill. Like, I'm excited for DC. I mean, for X-Men and stuff, I loved the X-Men movies, don't get me wrong. Like, X-Men Days of Future Past was great, but sometimes, like, I find that X-Men, it's either really great or it's kind of a dud. Like, I'll give you an example of greatness. X-Men 1 and 2, and X-Men Days of Future Past, and X-Men First Class. X-Men 3 The Last Stand, X-Men Origins Wolverine, big time flops in my opinion, and the Wolverine was okay. I was a little I thought it was just okay with that. And yeah, so
Blaze, you are totally getting off topic here.
right.
It's about Batman and Robin, and we've already done 20 minutes. So you guys, as you can tell, Batman,
Batman
Blaze,
is awesome.
Blaze is a huge Batman fan, and I find Batman overrated. So
Boo! He's underrated.
what do you guys think? And also, if you have any ideas for any rants, arguments between me and Blaze, let us know. Maybe we'll do a DC versus Marvel. Or,
You know what? That's what we're gonna do next.
you know what? I even want to do something to do with food. Because I know Blaze is a huge seafood lover, and I absolutely hate seafood. So I thought maybe we would try something different. Anyway, I hope you guys have a good night, and we'll see you
Bye.
again next month. Toodles!